Whoa, I wonder how Burgess would feel about that.
About what?
Checking out Miss July's anatomy while on call?
Yeah, well, I hate to disappoint you, buddy.
Whoa, that's hot. I wouldn't want this to get out. It'd ruin your reputation.
What reputation?
Oh, forget about it. Go back to your magazine.
Yeah, well, I guess it's just uncool to be into your work. But it's all I used to have. Is it rough?
What, standing around looking like a jerk while the rest of you are practicing medicine?
Listen, I wasn't going to put it that way.
Yeah, it's rough. It's like training for 8 years for a marathon and then just being sidelined.
Well, if it's any help, you can take out my appendix.
Thanks, but I forgot my power tools at home. Look, I have to be cleared at this hearing. I mean, it's driving me nuts.
I know what you mean. I was just telling Danielle the other day that if I couldn't be a doctor anymore, well, I know I couldn't take that.
She's very pretty.
Thanks.
Here's your question. How do you find somebody that looks like that and puts up with an intern schedule, huh?
Well, I didn't find her. She found me.
Sweetheart, when I arranged for you and Jake to get together, didn't I promise you everything would be all right?
Yes.
Why, he is not the most difficult person to be around now, is he?
No.
The guy's not unattractive.
He's very attractive and very nice and sweet. And I feel rotten for using him like this.
You're not getting involved, are you?
No. Of course not.
Sure.
I just hate to see him get hurt.
Well, I told you. No one will get hurt, and I've kept my word.
Have you?
Meaning?
What about Scott Baldwin? I mean, he's hurting, wondering who's got his little girl.
Well, Serena is in very good hands. And Scott Baldwin's pain means very little to me.
He was hit by a car.
You can hardly blame that on me. Can you?
Of course not.
Everything is going to be fine. Come here. Just fine.
It's a ransom note.
Your daughter will be returned unharmed in exchange for $5 million.
God.
Start getting the money together in unmarked bills, none larger than $500. You'll be hearing more on Friday, June 27th.
June 27th?
You'll be told the details of the drop and the site of the delivery.
No way. I'm not letting these bastards hang on to my daughter for over a week. No way in
Scott,
hell!
I understand how you feel, but you don't have a choice. This person, or these people, they're holding all the cards right now.
Well, I'll get another deck of cards.
Would you please just listen to Kevin? Please, he's right.
All he's doing is telling me to sit around.
He is telling you something that he knows about. He has done studies on criminal minds.
Don't tell me I don't have a choice. Don't tell me that.
And don't jump on him like that.
Lucy, it's all right. Now, Scott, I understand if you don't trust me. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't trust anyone right now.
Thank you for your understanding. May I see that ransom note?
Mr. Baldwin, I would take Dr. Collins' advice.
I'm going to take my own advice.
I've investigated a lot of kidnappings, and with all due respect, given your present state of mind, you are the last person who should be making decisions on strategy. Now, $5 million's a lot of money. Will you be able to raise it?
They wouldn't have asked for it. They didn't think I could come up with it.
Well, we've got a ransom note. And the clock is ticking on your little girl. That's good news. You hang in there. We'll get your little girl back. And in the meantime, I'll be out in the van.
Thank you.
Scott, come on, don't.
Scott, please. Just for now, do whatever these people ask. It'll give them the sense of being in control, and they'll be less likely to take their anger out on Serena. I'll handle it.
Scott, 80% of these cases are resolved when the victims are released unharmed, if the kidnappers get what they ask for.
Well, thank you for the statistics, but let me tell you something. My daughter is not going to be in that 20%.
I know what you must be going through. But it will all be over soon, and we will have what's rightfully ours.
Money is the last thing on my mind right now.
Right now,
All I can think about is that poor little girl in there.
no one could have taken better care of her than you have.
Her father could have taken a lot better care.
As long as Scott follows instructions, Serena goes right back to him.
And he pays the ransom.
That's part of it.
What's the other part?
Nothing for you to worry about.
Rex,
Yes.
could I see the picture?
What picture?
The one of Dominique that we used to get Serena.
Oh, sure.
God, she is so beautiful. I just wish I could have known her.
Well, you might not have known her, but at least you'll have her. I'm sorry. I won't be so crude as to bring up money again. Oh! Don't you have a phone call to make?
Come on, you took one look at that chest film and made a diagnosis that probably saved the child's life.
You could have done the same thing. I mean, if they would have, like...
What, if they would have let me? Thanks. I'm the one who should stop looking at Miss July's anatomy and start doing some work.
Is this party for gentlemen only?
Feel free to take a look.
Feel free to indulge your hobbies elsewhere.
You got it. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning.
Dr. Scanlon, you're still insisting on doing this? Showing up every day?
Yes, I am.
That was a very skillful diagnosis, Dr. Marshak. You probably saved that kid's life.
I hope so. Dr. Burgess. Look, I'm looking for a residency in research. I mean, you probably already know that. It's what I'm suited for. It's just the timing I have. I set something up, I wait for the results.
What are you getting at?
That is the reason that I didn't jump in and do something when Cooper hit Audrey Hardy. It's not because I'm better or cooler or more ethical than Joe.
And?
He didn't think about himself. He didn't think about how much trouble he was going to get into. He thought about that woman because that's the kind of doctor that he is.
Dr. Marshak, whether or not Dr. Scanlon acted properly is a question for the review board to decide.
The decision's clear to me.
And let me make something clear. Being a doctor involves a lot more than a knowledge of anatomy.
You think I don't know that?
You operate within a set of rules. Rules that were developed over time and for very good reason. It may not be a perfect system, but you play by the rules or you don't get to play.
What would you have done that night?
Dr. Marshak, may I give you a piece of advice?
Please.
I want you to spend your time learning medicine and leave the hypothetical questions to the philosophy department.
I'll keep that in mind.
You do that.
Oh, only cretins eat Chinese food with a fork.
Meet the last of the red-hot cretins. Did you make nice with Dr. Burgess?
Oh, yeah, you know, we're buddies now. Tell me you didn't order any fried wontons.
Damn it, Joe. Do you really get off on making trouble?
What can I tell you? You got all the charm in the family. I had to settle for the brains.
Great. Use your brains to get us out of the jam we're in.
What now?
You rented the downstairs to Eve Lambert.
Yeah, so?
So I rented it to Julie Morris.
When?
Before you rented it to Eve.
And when were you going to tell me about this?
Look, Joe, Eve is waving around a notarized lease. Julie only has my word.
Beautiful.
I suggested the two share the place.
And?
And my celebrated charm about got me punched out.
All right, what am I supposed to do?
Go down there and fix things.
How?
I don't know. I just hate to see Julie lose out. She's so damn decent, she'll probably give in and let Eve keep the place for herself. What's so funny?
Oh, Julie. We'd sure hate to lose her as a tenant, wouldn't we, Frank?
That's not the point.
Oh, really? What is?
No, we wouldn't.
What do you want me to do?
I told you, fix things.
Okay, what if there's nothing to fix?
You weren't down there.
Bad?
Girls fight in a scary way, Joe.
Let me tell you something about women, Frank.
I can't wait.
Women are a lot more practical than men and a lot more reasonable. Now, I'm sure they're going to work this thing out. They probably already have.